Taylor Kitchen. Today we are doing another date night dinner at home. So I have in the kitchen my favorite kitchen companion, my husband Tim.
Hi there.
And we are replicating a dish that we had. I was in meetings in Amelia Island, and typically Tim is retired so he can travel with me. It's so fun. And typically I'll take a weekend after the meetings are over and we'll just spend time wherever those meetings were. Happened to be at the Ritz-Carlton, Amelia Island. How rough is that? But anyway, we had an amazing romantic dinner one night.
Nice.
The chef did a phenomenal job. And it was, let's see if I can lay this out for you, beautiful Geechee grits, which is kind of the style of cooking down there, southern, coastal, so good. And atop that, collard greens done to perfection. Atop that, a beautiful piece of grilled fish. Atop that, a tomato jam. Atop that, crispy onions. So I'm sure that took a phenomenal amount of time, but I'm going to show you how to play this out with a very few simple shortcuts that maybe 20-ish minutes, and we're going to have dinner on the table. We started with the tomato jam, and Tim is cutting in half some cherry tomatoes. Use any cherry tomato that you want. I used the golden just because I thought they were really pretty, and I found them this time of year. And there's also a shallot in there, a small shallot, and you're going to add, honey, just a squeeze of honey to sweeten it up and make it jammy. And this is balsamic vinegar. Now, if I were using the red cherry tomatoes, I'd probably use the red balsamic. This is white balsamic. So use whatever you have on hand or whatever you can easily find. You're going to get the same result, and that's already, it's starting to cook down and be all jammy. So in here, collard greens. Collard greens take a long time to cook on the stove, but I'm doing mine in my Ninja Foodie that my husband got me for Christmas last year.
Nice.
And my bacon is nice and crispy, and that's what's great about this is I can saute the bacon. I have a little bit of bacon fat to do my collards. And so I'm going to just dump in a whole bag of pre-cut collards, saving time, so we're on our way to our date night dinner at home.
Great.
And if you want to take that half a cup of stock and pour it in here.
All right. Just down a little bit.
Yeah.
There.
You can hear it still sizzling away. It's going to be so good. I'm going to add a little bit of pepper. I think we probably need a little bit of pepper in our tomato jam too, and a pinch of salt, so I'll let you do that. Now, I'm not going to salt these first because if you know, collards go from this volume to this volume. So if I salt them now, they might be very, very salty because it looks to me like there's a bunch, but it's going to cook way down. So I'm going to start with the pressure cook setting, and these on the pressure cook setting are only going to take 6 minutes, so I'll get that going. All right, so my collards are cooking away in my Ninja Foodie on the pressure cook setting. They only take 6 minutes, so we better get cracking on everything else. So we're using microwave grits, instant grits. This is how we get to beautiful, creamy grit perfection quickly using coconut milk. It has a really nice fat content, so I like to use it for things like this in place of cream. You can use cream if you want to, but I'm going to give us just a little bit over a cup of coconut milk. And then Tim's going to add 2 packets of instant grits. And if you want to cook grits on the stovetop, you can certainly do that. It will take you a bit more time, but we're trying to hasten a beautifully prepared date night dinner along. So I think that's going to be exactly what we need. And he's going to stir those up before we microwave them so that they don't get lumpy. I want them to be nice and creamy, and this coconut milk is going to help that. Usually coconut milk is between 2 and 4% fat, so it gives you a beautiful creamy consistency on your grits. Toss those. All right. And if you want to do the honors, I'd say a minute and a half probably on those. We'll start on our fish because my skillet is getting really hot, and I have some olive oil in here. And honey, if you want to salt and pepper the fish, and we'll move right along with that. It's going to be so yummy. I remember us sharing this meal. Tim and I usually share an entree because typically in restaurants, entrees are pretty big, and if you share one, hey, then you have room for dessert too. And I think we were like dueling forks at the end of this meal because it was so delicious. that we were trying to share. We were trying to be polite and loving to one another, but man, it was really, really good. That is exactly what you want to hear. That fish is just searing. It's going to be so, so good. And fish is simple, just salt and pepper, because you've got all this other stuff going along. So it's going to be topped with the tomato jam and the crispy onions, and amazing, amazing. So as soon as that's all ready and the fish is ready and the collards are ready, we'll plate. And we're ready to have date night dinner out.
Sounds great.
And that sounds good to me. Okay, we're on the home stretch. All of our elements are ready. Now we just need to attend a little bit to the collards. Because I didn't salt them earlier, I'm going to salt them now. A little bit of salt. And in the South, we do like hot sauce on our collards.
Oh yeah.
So this is a chipotle hot sauce. So not only do you get the beautiful hot sauce flavor, you get the smoky chipotle flavor. Tell me when.
Oh. Sounds good.
It's a hot sauce to taste. Oh, those look really good. You see the bacon in there?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm attracted.
Do I need to be jealous of the collards? To a Southern gentleman, there's nothing like a woman that can make collard greens. All right.
All right.
Let's go plate our dish.
Let's do it.
Okay, so we start, I'm going to have to remember this appropriately because I'm sure it took them a long time to put this together at the Ritz-Carlton, but this is our 20-minute version.
Mm-hmm.
Beautiful grits, nice and creamy. I added in just a small pat of butter, just because. And so we'll put those on the bottom. One for you and one for me. All right. And then we have the collards.
Yes.
Tim is attending. Our fish is red snapper. Use whatever firm white fish you find. Red snapper is what I found today, so that's what we're using. All right, I know you're going to want more collards than that. Oh.
Yes. Make sure there's bacon in there. With
There, you see pieces of bacon? That's for you, babe. Ooh. All right, then you're going to put a piece of fish artistically placed on top of those collards.
Yes.
Oh, this is such a pretty dish. And for me,
And for you.
oh, lovely, yes. He's like wedging it in there like a chef. Okay, and this is our beautiful tomato jam. It's golden, and if you would use the red tomatoes, it would be red. So I'm going to dollop that on.
Very
And
nice.
honey, crispy onions. If you want to make your own, or if you want to use a little shallot and make crispy shallots, by all means. These are the kind that you use on top of your green bean casserole at Thanksgiving, just because it's going to add a little oniony flavor and a little crunch. It's going to be so good. Let me put some tomato jam on mine. Oh, that's lovely.
And the crunch.
Oh yeah. Oh, this looks so, so, so good. Okay. You're armed?
Yes.
All right. I'm going in for a little bite. I'm going for the grits and the collards first because this is a lot to take in. Oh my goodness.
A little bacon in that bite.
Oh my goodness. Does it take you back to Amelia Island, Ritz-Carlton dish? Yes.
Yes. Oh yes.
This is
Very
so good. So good. All right, give it a try. You see how quick and easy it was? Recipes on TaylorKitchen.net. Let us know what you think. Hey friends, thanks so much for watching Taylor Kitchen. For recipes and a whole lot more, go to TaylorKitchen.net. Thanks again.